Welcome everyone. We want to thank you for joining us to celebrate a great day today in St. Paul and a great day for solar. District Energy is thrilled to celebrate the start of this landmark project. Advancing energy integration has been a key part of District Energy's 30-year history of integrating a large-scale solar thermal project into our company. It's long been on our to-do list. Even when I consider the scale of this project and all the things that we've done, it gives me some pause. This installation will not single-handedly reach our goal of 100% renewable energy, but it is a large step towards that goal. So what does 1 megawatt of solar thermal mean? Well, there's a technical. It's basically 144 solar panels that are commercial grade that are sitting on the River Center roof that you see behind me, which capture the solar energy in the form of hot water that is then integrated into the River Center system, and it meets the energy needs of the River Center. And then when we produce excess energy, it goes out to the grid to the broader district energy system. So 1 megawatt of solar thermal means something to technology and to the environment, but just as important is what it means to the industry, to St. Paul, to our state, to the country. For the industry and our country, this means an operational showcase of a large-scale solar thermal project, a first-of-its-kind project that integrates with a large district energy system, serving more than one building. To St. Paul and Minnesota, it means continuing in its tradition of energy and environmental leadership. It means green jobs through the hard work of our partners, TKDA, Sheehy, Pioneer Power, Johnson Controls, Amrec, and Gephardt, whose hard work built a network of high-performance collectors, the American steel structure that it sits on, and the American piping that connects it all together to deliver the energy. Not to mention getting it done in a very challenging Minnesota winter. Summer, I wish. But we're getting there. Most of all, it shows the immense potential of partnership, starting with the great teams at the Minnesota Office of Energy Security, with the City of Minneapolis that are part of the solar communities. And we are so grateful for the support of Congresswoman McCollum and all that she has done, and our diligent state and federal delegations who continue to advocate for an integrated, secure, and sustainable energy future. And of course, this project is only possible because of the partnership with the Department of Energy, together with District Energy St. Paul, together with the City of St. Paul, together with the River Center. And I'd also want to thank our great team at District Energy. This team's worked very hard to put this all together. So today we celebrate another milestone in local and renewable energy, and just as District Energy was founded through the visionary leadership of a great mayor, we once again owe a debt of gratitude to another great mayor and great leadership, Chris Coleman.
Thanks, Ken. It is one of the things I like to do in St. Paul is just kind of close my eyes every once in a while and just have a vision of St. Paul come into my head. And you always kind of think about the great skyline of our city, the cathedral or the Capitol, the First Bank building and the one flashing in the sky, landmark tower behind us. Well, now when I look at this installation behind us, I think of a new rooftop, a new part of the skyline of the city of St. Paul, but one that just says so much about the partnerships, the commitment of this community to a clean, renewable energy future, to jobs, to great, all of the things that came together to make this project possible. It is really kind of fun to just look out over this facility. I think that we were trying to figure out whether it's actually up and running yet this morning, if there was enough sun, but we think that there is. I don't know if we have confirmation of that yet. But it is just, it's...
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. We're up and running this morning, enough sun shining through the hazy sky. It's really incredible. Ken mentioned that there was a previous mayor that had some visionary leadership, and of course that was George Latimer. But ever since George and a couple of other folks got together and really started thinking about how St. Paul could show the way, St. Paul could be a leader, there have been just a whole host of folks that have come since then that have been a part of this. Anders Reidecker, who led District Energy for many, many years, of course, led to Ken Smith and his great leadership. It's really exciting. But when I look at that roof, I also think about the men and women that were working on that project. Just incredible, especially in these tough times where so many of the building trades members are on the bench. It's always good to see some of our pipe fitters and our electricians and others that were able to be there. And they were laying American steel and American products on that roof. It represents so much more than the energy that will be produced there. It really speaks to how we as a city come together, take advantage of the partnerships from the federal and the state level, and really do the best. I think so often St. Paul gets singled out for what it can do and how it does things differently. A lot of people have solar projects. A lot of people have district energy systems. This is the first project of this kind where the solar is integrated into the district energy system in North America. And that is a really amazing accomplishment for our community, and I thank all of you that were involved in that. It isn't possible without partnerships, and it isn't possible without great leadership. Our congressional delegation has been just amazing. Our Senate, Senators Klobuchar and Franken, Al Junkie, who Senator Franken's office is here, newest member of his team. We want to thank you for being here. I couldn't say enough about the partnership with our great Congresswoman Betty McCollum, who time in again and again is always there fighting for her constituents, fighting for the city of St. Paul, fighting for a new energy future. She's been a great partner, and at this point, we'd like to hear from our Congresswoman.
And happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. I'm happy to be standing here.
Isn't it a great It's a great day. And I'm excited that we've all gathered here to celebrate it. We have sunflowers, we have the sun in the sky, we have solar panels. And I want to thank the City of St. Paul with the leadership of Mayor Coleman and the council for not being afraid to look at new ways in which we can make not only our city more livable, but our country more energy efficient and more energy independent. Ann Hunt, staff is really important, and as you pointed out, we've got staff here from both the other Senate offices here. I want to thank all of them, especially my staff, for working on this. Ken Smith and District Energy for always being willing to be a science teacher. Always willing to educate. And when you educate, that's how you create the partnerships. That's how you create the trust to make what's necessary in the city of St. Paul to take these leadership examples on clean energy. As Chris pointed out, this project truly is remarkable. It is the largest solar thermal project in the upper Midwest. That makes Minnesota a leader. These solar panels are evidence that the Recovery and Reinvestment Act is changing America, one rooftop at a time, one community at a time. Now, the city of St. Paul is showcasing what is cutting-edge leadership in the energy technology and, I believe, the future economy. We provide clean, local, renewable energy that saves consumers money while reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Now, the Recovery Act that I referred to, over $90 billion had been invested in what Time magazine called the most ambitious legislative energy direction in history. This was at a time when America was at crisis. We put people back to work, and we invested in saving taxpayers' dollars and making sure that we reduced America's dependency on oil. And we all know what's happening with oil prices right now. Minnesota currently spends $16 billion importing energy from out-of-state sources, and that's mostly coal and oil. By using this pioneer solar technology for thermal energy, District Energy provides a more efficient model that keeps our energy dollars in our local economy, and it makes us less dependent on foreign oil sources. The Minnesota project, as I said, will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 900 million pounds a year. That's the equivalent of taking 90 vehicles off the street. Our investments here in clean, renewable energy in the economy are clearly the right thing to do. They're the right thing to do for the air that we breathe, and it's the right thing to do for our future economy. So I just want to point out that it's partnerships that made this happen. The federal government can and should be a partner with cities and organizations in clean energy initiatives like this. I was proud that I voted for the Recovery Act. I'm even more proud today because the steps that we took here in St. Paul and all around this country will make us more energy independent, and I support and will work hard for continued investments in our clean energy economy. So congratulations to everybody who worked on this project, and future generations and school kids at the Science Museum are going to say, we're pretty smart here in Minnesota and really smart in St. Paul.
One of the folks that is with us today is Vipin Gupta with the Department of Energy, and we're so glad to have him here to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I'm here on behalf of the Department of Energy, and our Secretary of Energy, Chu, when he gives his remarks about creating a new and cleaner energy economy, often paraphrases Wayne Gretzky. And in particular, he expresses that, if we're going to create this new and cleaner energy economy, then we need to go where the puck is going to be and not where the puck is. And I personally am an avid hockey fan, so I totally get that. But one of the things that's special about being here for this particular event is I'm before an audience that totally gets that as well. Now, for the past 3 years, just to give you some context of your local effort and your local accomplishment of how it fits in with the national vision of making solar mainstream, I am part of a team known as the Department of Energy's Solar Market Transformation. Our vision is simple, which is to make solar mainstream throughout the country. Minneapolis-St. Paul is one of 25 Solar America cities selected through a competitive process to serve as our local partners, so a federal local partnership in order to make solar mainstream. Now I'm part, for the past 3 years, I've been leading a team of 25 engineers and technologists from Sandia National Lab in providing direct solar technical assistance. So we have provided, Department of Energy has provided funding to share in projects like this, as well as providing technical assistance, which I can assure you, like hockey, is a full contact sport. That's why I wear all this padding. So, and as a matter of fact, on another personal note, one of my heroes, by the way, is the late great Coach Herb Brooks, and I just saw that you have a statue out there in tribute to him, and I actually applied many of his approaches for team motivation and team development for this particular task. Now, the Solar America Cities project, what it's all about, the special projects, the stimulus funding that Congresswoman was talking about, is co-funding pioneering solar projects throughout the country, truly as a stimulus. You already heard of how this is a pioneering solar thermal project. Well, throughout the country, there are 540 district energy systems. In all 25 of our Solar America cities, they have district energy systems. And they are all looking to Minneapolis-St. Paul and their experience with this particular project with the goal of replicating it throughout the country. So that is where you fit throughout the whole country, just as where this community fit in 1980 with your beloved coach with the U.S. Olympic hockey team. So that is where you fit in the overall context. Now, where are we going into the future? You will hear more from Department of Energy on a new initiative called the Sunshot Initiative, which is an effort to dramatically reduce the cost of solar electric, and also solar thermal, in order to make solar mainstream quickly and on a much larger scale. And that is something that you are part of as well. Because in addition to achieving technology breakthroughs that Secretary Chu talks about, we need breakthroughs in areas such as permitting, in areas such as installation. And I just heard that you have had trainings here where you are able to install solar panels even in the cold snowy conditions here throughout the entire year. These are the type of breakthroughs that we need in order to create that new and cleaner energy economy that we all envision and that we're all striving to do. And what you see out here is a concrete step in that particular direction. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Bill Grant, Deputy Commissioner, Commerce Commissioner for Energy and Telecommunications. Many of you know Bill for his great work with the Isaac Walton League. He's been a great partner for a lot of our environmental initiatives in the city of St. Paul. Again, just a reflection of new leadership at the state level and the administration. It's so nice to have a governor that understands the importance of these issues, and his leadership, I think, is going to be absolutely critical. We look forward to this partnership, and Bill, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks.
Thanks very much, Mayor Coleman. And on behalf of Governor Dayton, I'd like to congratulate City of St. Paul, District Energy, the River Center, and really the people of St. Paul for this tremendous accomplishment. This is really the result of a unique partnership between USDOE, Solar America Cities, and the City of St. Paul, District Energy, and the River Center. It's benefited from $1 million stimulus grant, as the Congresswoman mentioned, that was flowed through our office, and we're so proud to see this project now coming to fruition. Number of noteworthy things about this project. The District Energy solar thermal system is the first example in North America, as has been mentioned, of a large-scale solar thermal adoption project like this. It is the largest known system in the state and in the Midwest at 1.1 megawatt equivalent. As the first solar thermal system to be integrated within a district energy system in the U.S., there is a real potential here for market transformation, a real opportunity to show how this can be done in other places, particularly in climates like ours. It's an investment in solar that contributes to a real diversified energy system and one that we're really striving to create here across the board. Of course, solar has historically been more expensive than other more mainstream sources of electricity and thermal power, but it's certainly showing us now that it's coming forward as an energy source that's really going to contribute meaningfully to our energy system going forward. And it's projects like this that are really showing the way. This is an investment in energy sustainability and in energy security. While solar is again still on the cusp of being competitive with other sources, we're really now moving in a positive direction, both for the state and for the country. And for all those reasons, the governor is happy to share with you today the success of this project and looks forward to many more cooperative arrangements and ventures just like this one to make our state and our nation more energy secure. Thanks very much.
Obviously, this wouldn't be possible but for the fact that the River Center itself has become one of the leading models in this country for how you have a convention and visitors facility that includes the arena, and it's a great facility in and of itself, but it is getting better and better every day with the green strategies, our recycling strategies in the facility. In this new installation, it really, I think, hopefully will allow us to continue to promote that facility in ways that we haven't been able to before. Carolyn Kirkashler is our great partner over there, and we'd love to hear from Carolyn at this time.
Thank you, Mayor Coleman. It is an honor to be here in such distinguished company today. Your support, all of your support, shows how important this milestone is to our city, the state of Minnesota, and our energy future. In the tourism and meetings industry, sustainability ideas started to gain traction in late 2008, and many convention centers had a decision to make. Either consider going green just another fad, or evaluate their buildings and the impact they were having on the environment, and then formulate a plan. As all of you know, we opted for the latter and realized there was a lot we could do to improve our sustainability efforts. In the spring of 2009, St. Paul River Center embarked on a mission to become a regional leader in sustainability. An ambitious yet strategic plan was put into place that has already helped us cut our trash in half and more than triple our recycling rate in less than 2 years. We became one of the first convention centers in the nation to compost in public areas. Compost now has become our largest recycled item on campus. In changing the culture, the entire building had to be educated on simple things, like realizing that the paper towel you're drying your hands with in the lunchroom isn't really trash, it's compostable, not garbage. We've replaced over 900 light fixtures in the River Center parking ramp, which has cut its electricity usage nearly in half. And we will be adding electric car charging stations to the ramp this summer, and we're not done yet. Meeting planners are becoming more cognizant of selecting those cities that have convention centers that operate with the environment in mind. It is especially important to the meeting planner whose association deals with sustainability issues, groups like the Midwest Organic and Sustainable Education Service, and the American Fisheries Society. Many of these meeting planners are really impressed, not only that we have these programs, but how committed we are to these efforts. And of course, our most recent addition, the solar thermal array, is really a great model because it benefits our complex and the city. Not only will we be taking in energy, we will also be exporting it for use in other buildings. To us, caring about our environment isn't just good business, it's good for all of us, and I'm so proud to stand here today to represent Visit St. Paul and the St. Paul River Center as hosts of this powerful new example of renewable energy. We are committed to being leaders in the sustainability movement, and we're dedicated to helping preserve our energy future and the environment. Thank all of you for being here today. It's great to be able to share this with so many people.
1, 2, 3.